All right, we get a 6-game card here with the Dodgers and the Marlins, and well, the Dodgers yesterday they got creamed again by the Marlins.
11-4. It was just I don't know what the heck's been going on with them.
Yeah, we took them yesterday, but it's funny. That's actually a place where the Dodgers have had some adventures in the past, so I'm not too worried about it here. But they are going up against Braxton Garrett, Pepio here, and current line. Dodgers going to be a road favorite at a pretty low price. I mean, we're getting probably as low as a price you're going to get on these days still on the Dodgers, unless they're facing an elite pitcher, and I don't think we can put Garrett in that category.
Yeah, I mean, it's been wild with, like you said, the misadventures of this Dodgers team here as of late. I mean, I was actually kind of surprised. I mean, I kind of thought they would run up against the Marlins and not really have a hard time. Marlins have now won 6 out of their last 8, playing well offensively. This one's tough for me. I still think I'm going to come back on the Dodgers. I mean, I feel like I'm just really not quite a believer yet in this Marlins team, even though they've been kind of proving me wrong here. But I like the Dodgers at just minus $1.25 here today.
I do too. I mean, I just see that $1.25 and I see the Dodgers. I got all these, computers telling me Dodgers as well. So I would think with Pepio in here and Dodgers are losing, Dodgers on a losing streak, Marlins on a winning streak. There's nothing but let's see if the chat's going to be involved here in this one. And here's Dodgers for Jamal. And Perky. Oh, Perky. I don't like do not bet lists. I mean, you got to just be, one right. Next day is another day. So, look at that. I got a compliment for handling things, but people stuck around. All right, here's JD going under. And that crazy race in the National League still going on. The Marlins have kind of gained the upper hand here at this point. So I don't know, surprisingly a little bit, but maybe they'll get in there. Josh says Dodgers. Javier today. Welcome, Javier. Nice to have you commenting. Latifa is going over. Londo's going over. It's good. Yeah, Latifa. I don't know. Mindy's back, so I've got Latifa here. That's what All right.
Yeah, Latifa said she was on vacation.
Okay. So cool. I thought she was just ignoring me. Javier going over and Sincere Gifted says Dodgers today. So, maybe for the Dodgers, but we got Mindy and I have to make picks. So we'll take the Dodgers here in this one. I don't have a problem with I did have a problem with Lance Lynn because I always talk him up, and I've been on his bandwagon, of course, and he's done well, but did have struggles yesterday. So let's take the Dodgers here with Pepio. Tony likes Pepio. I know that. I could tell by the inflection in his voice, and he talks about him. All right. Here's the Mariners and the Rays. This is feels like a playoff matchup here in this one, and we know that this will be a good series here with Castillo. Rays certainly right now with a rookie pitcher, they're an underdog. Castillo about $1.30, and the total 8.5 under 25. Total's going lower.
Yeah, I mean, what's been going on? I bet the Mariners wish they could get Seawald back. I mean, their closer now is sitting at 3-7. It's not a good look for this Mariners bullpen. I kind of feel like right now, no lead is safe. I feel like Castillo should get this lead, should be winning. But, man, I'm just unsure with what goes on with that Mariners bullpen. They have little room for error. I mean, the Rays can lose a couple of games and still be okay, but this Mariners team just can't. I just feel like it's going to be kind of some of the same old. I'm going to go ahead and go over the total here, Ramon.
Okay, Mindy says go over this 8.5. It just feels. I agree with what you're saying, but I feel like the total just came a little bit too high for me at 8.5 actually. So I wasn't sure necessarily the points you make, I agree, because you look at the way these two teams are trending. You know what, Derek?
Those bullpens are just
no doubt about it. And every time right now, this feels like the Mariners when they win a game, kind of similar to yesterday. I mean, it was 8-4, but you feel like in a way they get lucky to not get a good start, get some work out of the starter.
What was it?
You got
7-1, 7-2, 7-3. It starts to get scary. Like that's just how it's kind of been. It's just crazy.
Okay, well, that puts me on Seattle then, because at least I've got Castillo here. Hopefully, look, he's solid right when he needs to be right now. These are still important games. I mean, Seattle's in the playoffs, but Castillo 3.09 in his last 5 starts, and the Mariners have gone 6-1 in his last 7 starts. So with Tampa Bay, they're still hot, no doubt about it. Mariners had a rough weekend in Cincinnati, but maybe this will be a more familiar scene. Mindy on the over. I'll take Seattle. Tigers and Yankees here with this is what I was making fun of. I was like, well, if Mindy and I get together, this will be one we want to eliminate, but you don't want to be kicking the Yankees off the show. Anyways, they're favored here, of course, $1.55, and the total is 8.5. There has been some steam that come in, some widely reported steam on the over here, but it's only moved about a nickel.
Well, I guess I'm going to go ahead and take the Tigers here on the run line. I just feel like it's just way too much right now to be laying minus 170 here with this Yankees team, especially after the Tigers have some confidence. Just put out a road sweep. Plus, you got Rodriguez on the mound. He's probably one of the more reliable guys out there. So I kind of see this one as the Tigers can definitely go ahead and stay in this one. We got Rodon. I mean, just hasn't been good at all. 5.7 ERA, 493 slugging percentage, 493 on his splits. Like, just not looking so good. I'm going to take the Tigers on the run line.
Okay, Mindy says on these Tigers, maybe look at the price. It's high. You got 2 teams that are, well out of. They are out of contention. The Yankees are sticking them up there still, but they're still just a game over 500. Detroit, well back of that, certainly. I will say this. I do think that the Tigers are going to get attention from some of those internet handicappers that JD was talking about. I've already seen in the forums a little bit here in this one. They steamed that 8. I think they actually steamed it down at 8, so maybe there's been a little bit of buyback here. I think the price is okay for. I don't know if the Tigers can win. I've got the under here, a solid play on the under. I wanted to go premium here as under, and especially at 8.5. I'm just not going to be on the Tigers with you. Rodon's looked okay to me, 2.87 in his last 3 starts. Yankees aren't winning those games. That's a problem. But 2-7 in his 9 starts so far. That's not great. So that does favor what you were saying. All right. Mindy on Detroit, I'll take under. All right. Cardinals.
Under.
Why weren't everybody on the Cardinals yesterday, right? Everybody was talking about the high prices and, we're in September. These odds are going to go through the roof. St. Louis got up on top of Atlanta early. Strider had his worst game of the season. Still looks like the best pitcher in the league to be half the time. But Cardinals get the win. And here we had to get Mindy, off of her bed and tell us more about Adam Wainwright.
Right. Yeah, I saw yesterday they were presenting him a plaque. I was wondering why. What did it say? Wayno? I was like, why is Wayno trending? I didn't even know that was a thing. So I have to keep up to date on all my good stuff here with that 8.1 ERA. I mean, the good thing is that I think he has been even worse on the road with a 8.67 ERA, 450 slugging percentage. So, I mean, I just think that this is not going to be the case of a Cardinal sweep versus the Braves. I think the Braves just jump all over this one here today. I'll take them on the run line.
I mean, he says take the Braves here on the run line, even after what happened yesterday
and the day before.
We got Max Fried. I mean, he's been hot. 2.55 ERA in his last 4 starts, and 8-3. And Wayno, your buddy.
I was like, Wayno, what's that? What's trending? Okay.
Mindy thought it was a new delivery service delivering bottles of refreshment.
Right.
Great refreshment to your door.
I was like, ooh, I need to check to see what that is, just in case it is wine delivery.
Oh boy, Mindy, this even at what is the run line here? $1.75 or something? I'm probably not gonna. Probably not.
I had it down to like -145, so not terrible. Not terrible.
All right. Well, maybe the Braves gave Wayno a plaque. That was a very nice gesture. So let's go. I'm gonna go. If it's 10.5, I'll go under here and hope he doesn't get shelled, or at least Max Fried has a good start. Both these teams are kind of trending over. But Wainwright under in 3 straight with that 8.44 ERA in his last 6 starts, and he's really actually had a great career against Atlanta. But that was old Wainwright. And
the new Wainwright.
Yeah. We'll mention Max Fried, though. 4 starts against the Cardinals on 0.34 ERA. Whoa. All right. Oh, well, let me get the chat here. Did I miss them on the last game? I feel bad. Did I? Are you yelling at me there? In that Tigers Yankees? Did I not take their plays? I'm sorry, you guys. I'm just so excited with Mindy back. I just skipped all their plays on the Atlanta game. Corbin Smith here to say hi from the network and doesn't often comment, and so he's here to say hello.
Hello.
All right, let me. Now all of a sudden, when I want Cardinals and Braves, none of you guys are up for the game. Up for this one here. Over. These guys are going over. I'm going under. All right, Braves better win. Not much on the betting portion, it feels like, with this one. And who can blame them? Oh, here's some. I just missed them. Latifa with Atlanta, Jamal Atlanta. We laying $3, gang?
Right.
I don't know. Maybe I'll be on St. Louis plus 3.5. All right. On the Wainwright retirement tour, he's getting presents in every city now. It's late in the year, so. All right. And welcome David Burns, of course.
From Texas.
Diamondbacks and the Cubs. And here we have the D-backs are favored in this. The Cubs are favored, of course, with Javier Assad, $1.75. And, I'm showing now all the way down to $1.60 here, the total 8.5. Steam on the Diamondbacks.
Yeah, I mean, I think Assad has really adjusted well into the starter role here for the Cubs. He's gone at least, 6 innings in 4 of those starts. So getting those quality starts here hasn't really allowed too many runs. Arizona is going to counter with Nelson. I think he's been not too shabby either. If I take a look at his splits, he's only allowing like a 200 slugging percentage. So those numbers are right in line. I think this one's going to be a good one. I'm going to go ahead and take the under. I'm looking for a big pitching duel here. Assad, again, that slugging average he gives up versus this Diamondbacks team is 230. Has a 33.3% K rate versus this Diamondbacks team. I like it today to be a big under game. I'm going to go ahead and go under 8.5 runs, Ramon.
Well, I certainly like under 8.5 in this one. I don't big time under, but feels like an under. Cubs have been going under. They've gone under in 8 of their last 10 games. Assad has great numbers in his last 5 starts. ERA under 2. And Nelson, it's we're not getting much from him right now. 9 ERA in his last 4 starts, but Arizona on the road. I'm going to go under with you. I'm going to take the under in this one. And interesting that steam came in on the Diamondbacks. That's going to need a little a little investigation. Let's see. Go to the chat. Don't forget about the chat. I think that was just a result of me, out of sync with you.
We're getting back into the whole rhythm of things here.
And I said that once Mindy got back, we'd pick up the winning again. Maybe the just wasn't there, and that we were texting, getting the plays, and I'm sure you were working hard. I mean, I felt bad some days where I'm like, oh no, if the games are early, I wanted them to be late. And
yeah, I did too. That's for sure. I didn't want to get up.
Okay. David talking about yesterday's game with the Cubs' impressive victory. Yeah, Mindy had them yesterday over the Giants. So Jamal on the D-backs, a little bit of support for the D-backs here. Brent Cook. All right. And the last one, I think got some question marks, actually. Maybe I'm going to peek at it here before I flash it up on the screen. Maybe some of the information has – no, it really hasn't. I don't know what we're looking at here. So maybe you have something, or who did you plan for? I don't think I've seen any kind of line at this point, but I'm expecting Quantrill, and I think Griffin Canning. Maybe what's going on with
these are your Angels.
I don't know.
I knew Canning for sure. I knew Canning for sure. I knew Canning for sure, but I didn't know what the Guardians were putting out for sure.
Okay. So Canning. So that is interesting, because I was more sure of Quantrill than I was of Canning.
Oh, okay.
But did you with given the late time, are you just giving up on the Angels this year?
Well, totally. I mean, like, just totally. I just feel like there is, nothing good. Oh, yeah, I do look back and I see they do have Cal Quantrill back here. But, yeah, I mean, I just feel like it just has gone really downward spiraling. It seems like the same old stuff, right? That's kind of how I feel here as of late. Plus, you finally got a Guardians team that's really does have something here to play for. And they've been really, really good. They've had a 690 on base percentage here over the last 10 days. And the Angel relievers have been terrible. They might as well be sitting next to the Mariner guys. 9.79 ERA over the last 10 days. It's just been awful. Oh, give me the Guardians here today, Ramon.
All right, Mindy says take the Guardians in this one. Cal Quantrill. I think like I said, I think Canning is the one we're waiting for, and I don't feel totally sure on it. Maybe it's an opener. Things are a little hello to Mills. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for passing along a nice prop tonight in the Chiefs game. It was nice enough to stop by. Let me pop that up there. Thank you very much. Maybe right. There were some interesting options now, especially for the first touchdown, I think, moving forward tonight. But all right, Mindy, Angels 7-25 in their last 32 games, or 1-9.
7-25. They should all have to put their paychecks back. They should have to give it back.
2-7 since you were on the air last with us. So Quantrill's been pretty bad, though. 0-4 with an 11 ERA in his last 5 starts. I'm going to gamble here and take the over, whatever it is. And, there's been no line out. I'm going to actually, if it's Quantrill and Canning, a couple times, Mindy, we played bookmaker, and one game we were kind of off. I'm sure the Guardians will feel like they'll be a slight favorite here to me in this one because of the Angels' woes. The Guardians have won 7 of their last 5. I'm going to make the Guardians $1.20.
Hey, I'll take $1.20 minus 125. There we go. Perfect.
Okay. 125, and I think the total here is probably going to be, I'll say 9 under 15. Just making up lines here. So, Brent, no, it doesn't. Today is the first day of the NFL season.
Right.
Don't worry about any. We're not worried about anything other than hello to Tucker Boy as well. All right.